Hello, good morning from here. This is Queen Esther. In case you're new to this channel, please stay tuned with me. Turn on the notification button, subscribe to my channel, please, and like the videos. In today's videos, I want to share some tips of learning a new language that is not your native, and those tips will be of help, so much help to you in your journey of language learning. All right, the number one step I want to share is determination, or the tip determination. In everything we do in life, determination is a key thing. If you are not determined to do what you have to do, then you'll not be successful, because it won't be that thing you're about to do will be so smooth to be a bed of roses. You encounter a lot of difficulties, a lot of obstacles, a lot of flaws that can even make you let me just give up. But when you stay determined, when you stay focused, no matter what, no matter the outcome, no matter what comes to be, I must do it to the very last. I must get it to the end. And getting it to the end, even if you fail, do not stop trying. You keep trying until you get it right. Failing does not mean you're a failure. It means you've tried, but you haven't got it right yet. So you stay determined to learn a language. Learning a new language is very challenging, to be honest with you. It's very, very challenging, especially languages that are not pronounced the way it's been written, just like Chinese, the Mandarin Chinese, and Korean. It's not the way it's written most times that it's been pronounced. I think Japanese as well, but for Filipino, it's almost the same thing. Like we have Pankansayo, it's Pankansayo. The way it's written, that is how it is. But for Chinese and Japanese and Korean, oh my goodness, it's a different thing. It's just like you having Quan. Normally you say it's Kwang or Kang in French. Kang if you add D to it in French. But now it is not pronounced like that in Chinese. It's not Kang that is written there that is being pronounced. It's something very different. So it can be so frustrating when you realize that you have to apply an extra sense to what the actual writing to get exactly what it is. And for languages like that that has their own writing method, it's not the normal writing method. You will need, if you cannot read their writing, they use symbols. Korean, Japanese, and the Chinese, it is the use of symbols to represent their words, their language. Unlike French, it's not using symbols, and it's only the accent. You put some accent on top where need be and when necessary. And Filipino, it doesn't need symbols. So in language that needs symbols, like the Chinese, Japanese, and it's really frustrating, and Korean, it's really frustrating. So what you do, you have to use the translated writing, not from the original writing method. The use of symbol. You use the interpreted one, that is the translated writing, that's write like normal writing, not with strokes or symbols. Okay, so that is it. And the number two thing is intentionality. You have to be intentional. Intentionality goes hand in hand with determination. If you're not intentional of what you're doing, I don't think you can move ahead. You have to do it not because others are doing it. You have to do it not because you just feel like doing it. You have to do it because you know where you are heading, what exactly you want, where you want to be. So you do it. When come sun, come rain, you have to do it. Just be intentional with it. Even with your career, if you're not intentional with your career, you can't come out successful. So you have to be intentional. I have to do it. You do it on purpose. That is the best way I can put it. You do it on purpose, not because others are doing it, but because it's the right thing to do. It's what you're passionate about. It's what you have to do so that you can stay successful. It's the same thing in language learning. You have to be intentional learning this language, because when it's been frustrating, you just tell yourself, I didn't do it for anyone, I'm doing it for myself. I just have to do it because I need to know this. It's necessary for my life journey. It's necessary for my career. It's necessary for where my ambition, where I want to be, my dreams. So that is just it. And the next one is to start with the basic, learning the basic, just like learning French and every other languages. What you start with, like you're starting from the crutch, you're starting with the basic, and the basic is knowing the alphabet, knowing the numbers. It can be numbers from 1 to 10 or a number from 1 to 20 as you can. So you start with the basic, you learn those basics and how to greet good morning in the language, good afternoon and good evening or good night. Those are the basic things you have to learn. And with this, you will not feel much frustrating. And if you know the basic, like the alphabet helps you to form words when it comes to language. This alphabet to help you, because the way their alphabet sounds is not like the English alphabet. So with this, like in French, A B C D U S G H, it's ABCD, but it's not like that in French. So when once you see a word that starts with B or E, it sounds like it's not E like English, it's O. So the same way with other languages like Korean, Japanese and Chinese, even the Filipino. So that is how it is. And the next thing now is social media connection. You have to make friends on social medias. It's really necessary. You don't have most times to just kill time by chatting with people, useless chats and posting useless posts. You can learn with your social media handles. Like myself, I have a Twitter account, I have here YouTube, I have a LinkedIn, and I have Facebook, though I'm not often on Facebook. And once I come on Facebook, I'm posting a content. It's maybe a copied content or my own written content. So I post content. I don't care how many likes or how many comments. What I'm interested is you have seen it, and I know and I believe you've learned one or two things from it. That's where my interest is best, not the number of likes and the number of comments. That really does not matter to me when it comes to Facebook and all my social media handles. So what's it's more important, it's what you've learned from the content. That's what's really concerned me. So on my social media handles, I chat with friends, that mostly friends outside my region, like the Western region or the Asia, which is the Chinese. Why I do this is I really don't want to chat with them with English. What I will do, the little I know in the language, I will start with it. Like in Chinese, I would say ni hao, hello, ni hao, and in French, I'll just bonjour or salut. Pertaining if the person is of my age, I'll say salut, and if the person is older, I'll just say bonjour, just hello. And for Korean, 안녕하세요, and things like that. So I'll just start, and you start chatting with me your language. At some point, those places I cannot understand, I will just tell you, I'm learning. I want to learn from you. I do not understand what you're saying. So can you just put it in English? Or I'll just try to make a translation by the use of translator. So that's what I do with my social handles, and it's helping me a long way in learning the language from the native speakers. Then another thing is watching movies, series. And this series should not be movies that have subtitles. If you really want to start to learn a language very fast, quickly, what you do, don't watch movies with subtitles. The native languages, just put off the subtitles if you can. And there's a Filipino movie, a Philippines movie I'm actually watching, and what they do, they put off their subtitle, and I cannot have access to the subtitle, and I love it because it's helping me to understand it more better. And this will help you, and I believe it will. I know people learning method differs, but for me this really works for me. It works for me without subtitles, and I will just be using my brain to calculate, oh, this is what they're saying and the actions, and I will be able to get the interpretation, and this helped me a long way in learning the language very fast. Then another thing is attend online classes. I attend online classes, and like the app I'm using, they have set an online class with someone. It may be paid or free classes. It may be on YouTube or just anywhere. It may be on Facebook. Just attend those classes, and these classes will help you because you'll be communicating directly with, virtually and directly with the native speaker of the language, and this will help you a long way. And especially those Koreans and the Filipinos, they help you, give you the translation in English, and when they say a word, and this is what it is. So the next one is download the apps. There are some good apps that goes with tests, like monthly apps is very good. That is what I'm using for my Chinese language. I'm using monthly, and I'm using light for other languages. Then this monthly is helping me because after the classes I will be asked to pronounce. My teacher would now say, repeat after me, and I will repeat after her. Sometimes I miss it and sometimes I get it, and this helped me a long way. So as I do it consistently, I'm able to get the pronunciation, and those words that are written which are not pronounced the way it's written, so I'll be able to know, oh, this word, this particular word, this is where it's written and this is where it's pronounced. So with so doing, it helps me a long way in getting the language very fast and the pronunciation correctly. Then another thing is self-practice. Self-practice is very, very important. Not because you've attended online classes and you just ended there. No, keep practicing with yourself. You just speak with yourself, respond to yourself, and ask yourself some questions with these languages, and it will help you. In case you cannot have access to friends at the moment, so what you do, you just talk to yourself. You can even talk to people in your house, and even if they don't understand you, just speak it and answer the question by yourself. It may look crazy, but it goes a long way. It helps you in learning the language. And the last and not the least is stay consistent in learning until you are fluent. Stay consistent in learning until you are fluent. Don't quit because it's challenging. Don't quit because it's frustrating. Don't quit because you feel you cannot do it. Actually, you can. So you stay focused. Stay, I can do the same. Or you can take, there's no problem taking a break. You can take a break from it, but do not quit. So guys, this is where I'm going to end my video. If you have any comment, please drop it at the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. You'll be expecting more of this. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a nice day.